We're gonna get a ride in the U-Haul.
This is our ride.
Springs, right? Yeah. Alright, sweet.
One of those springs for everybody?
Yeah.
Wait, could you take a picture of all of us?
Yeah, I'm about to ask about it.
Oh, there's a light here. Wait, this is so
I would have loved you right
Now we're going to Mexico!
Wait. That was so fun.
Got it. Back at it. Spent most of the day in Tehachapi just resting up. Went swimming again, sat in the hot tub, ate a bunch of good food, and got a lot of video and photo work done. And temperatures are pretty good today. I think it's supposed to start heating up again tomorrow, but we'll also climb up in elevation, so that'll help a little bit. And then it's really, it'll be 2 days to Walker Pass, and then from there, another like 2 days to Kennedy Meadows South, and then we are in the Sierras.
I would assume you got the shorts at the
We're coming up to where Cheryl Strayed got on the PCT, so exciting. Gonna have my Cheryl moment. Like in real life.
Yeah, this is where Cheryl Strayed got on trail. Have you seen the movie Wild? This is where she starts. And there's the first register she signed. Okay, so it's windy as fuck, but we found a little nook. And it's like a sleepover. It was so windy last night, probably 70, 80 mile per hour gusts. It was really pushing me around, and I thought we were gonna have to go up and over to get more protected campsite, but found that little nook in there with a bunch of down Joshua trees. Crammed 6 of us in there. Felt like a sleepover. That's pretty fun. Slept really well. It was very well protected from the wind. Beautiful sunrise this morning, and now I got to do a pretty big day. I'm gonna shoot for 35, I think, maybe a little bit more. That is super random. This sheep just like sauntered in right next to me. I'm in an introspective mood this morning. I let everybody else hike on ahead. Been thinking about this whole hike and why I'm doing it and what it means. And really the PCT has taught me that the things that truly matter in life are love and connection and having community and friendship. It just makes it life just so much better. And yeah, I don't feel a need to finish the trail. Like, I'm going to finish the calendar year Triple Crown, but I don't have a need to do it, if that makes sense. I don't need to prove to anyone else or to myself. I think doing the Appalachian Trail with those winter conditions, that proved more than enough to myself that I can do whatever I set out to do. So there's not a need or a question of whether I can do this, and there's not a need or a question to finish this thing. I set out to do it, and I'm gonna finish it, but I'm gonna do it because it's beautiful and it's an awesome adventure, and I'll be able to meet amazing people along the way and connection. And I'm not driven by this like lack. So it's doing this because of the positives and the benefits and the adventure and all of that, and not doing it because I feel I'm lacking and I need to prove myself and I need to find myself, or any of those more negative, maybe not negative is the right word, but it's like a need-based, a lack-based mindset where you need to do this and then you'll be okay. And that's just not where I am anymore. I feel really whole and complete, and very comfortable with who I am and with myself. And yeah, it's like I'm living for abundance now, and I can do this in a way to really just have abundant joy and connection and friendships and adventure and just really good times. And there's none of that need to just like go to prove anything, to myself or anyone. So I thought that was interesting to have that clarify in my mind, and I think that might be helpful for some people who are thinking about the trail or on trail, to clarify your own intentions and why you're out here, and ask those questions like, are you doing this because you feel a lack and a need to fix something within yourself or find something within yourself? And that's okay. I mean, that's probably where I was my first couple of trails, but I think it's a much more wholesome, holistic experience if you can come at it from a place of being complete and then seeking abundance. On my first ever resupply.
The
Wafers in general.
the Walmart brand.
They get crushed easily, but
I bought the Walmart.
So some people think this water is getting people sick, but we shall see. This is a hot, dry 18-mile stretch without water, and hottest part of the day. It's not nearly as bad as it was last week, but it's still probably mid-80s right now. And then there's pretty much no shade, but that'll be all right. At least I get to sleep tonight. It's 2 o'clock. It's pretty hot. Just the fact that it's no shade anywhere. But the bright side is this will probably be about the worst of it for this entire trip. This is the Decapitator. Actually up in some trees now, and it is so nice. The squirrels here are so big. 600 miles. Got half a mile to the water. Had to ration for about, really, the last 5 hours. Just because it's the hottest part of the day. You really can't, I mean, I guess you could carry like 10 liters and then you could drink all the water you wanted to, but that would just slow you down way too much. So you just have to ration it, be thirsty, It's not fun, but you won't die. You won't die if you're acclimatized and in shape and know what you're doing. If you aren't dialed in, you need to carry more water than you think you'll need. But yeah, it's pretty hot in the afternoon, but almost at the water. That'll be 30 miles. Still have a couple hours of sunlight, so can probably make it at least 35 pretty easy. I'm almost there. Pretty good water. Oh, feels so much better with some water in me. And sun is setting. Pretty cool now. A bunch of mosquitoes down at the water source, so that wasn't cool, but yeah. It's amazing how much better you feel when you're not dying of thirst. This water source is actually better than the last one. This forest is beautiful. It is so nice. Slept really well last night. The stars were out. I think I got a pretty good picture of it. And just cowboy camped on that soft pine needle. That's the best camping. It's just so nice and soft. Usually it's not a bunch of bugs around. One downside of hiking with people is you gotta find places to hide when you gotta poop. But I think I can hide behind this rock. It's cicadas, I believe. These cicadas are so loud. This trail reminds me of Arizona Trail up on the Mogollon Rim, up around Flagstaff. It's one of my favorite sections of any trail. And it feels so good today. Just such a contrast between today and yesterday, because yesterday that was probably one of my worst days. It wasn't as bad as day 2 going into Julian, where my feet were in so much pain. But with it being so hot and then having to ration my water for hours and just this continuous exposed climb, it was really not very fun. It just goes to show you that everything is impermanent. Things will change. So don't get too stuck in how things are in the moment. Holy shit, it feels like you're getting attacked by like a sonic weapon in here. That is so strange. Alright, filtering water. Ew. Oh. Let's get better. Alright.
Trail. I am. Well, you can't see my eyes behind these things. I'm Cal. And my favorite moment from the trail so far was probably hiking down into Idlewild in the morning, and it just hitting me all at once what I'm doing and that I'm out here and that this is my life right now, and just really how happy I was to be here. It was just a good moment.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Hi, I'm Glider, or Simone, whichever one.
And favorite memory so far was climbing up San Jacinto, and when the clouds were low and like the peaks were sticking out, it looked like we were island hopping, and there was like a waterfall kind of coming down, but it was just clouds, and we were just laughing about stupid stuff and enjoying the scenery.
My eyes. I'm Blonde Bear, and I got two really good trail memories so far. I learned that sign ASL, Blonde Bear, for Blonde Bear. And then the other one is that I learned what squirt is for the first time. And it is the most delicious grapefruit drink, and that is all I crave. Anytime I am out in the desert, it's like, I need a squirt, ASAP.
Okay, hi, I'm Natty G. I think that my favorite memory so far was coming down from Idlewild and hearing water for the first time, like hearing running water, because up till that point it had been like tubs of green water, and this time we actually had like a roaring creek, and it was so beautiful, and we sat there for a long time, and yeah, it was perfect.
Okay, so this is Mimo. He's a little googly eyes, and he just is a little representation of love and joy, and I just give him out to hikers, and then I take portrait photos of them, so I have a whole collection of people with their Mimos, and yeah, that's it.
Here I am with my Mimo. I'm pretty stoked for it. Thank you. Taking their lunch break. This is a 14.5 mile water carry now. It's gonna be pretty hot, exposed desert again, but today planned a little bit better. I drank 3 liters at the cache, carrying 4 liters on me, so that should be plenty. Yeah, I'm getting much more used to having all this water on me. It doesn't feel as crushing as it did when I first started the PCT. So that'll be nice, because when I get into the Sierras, I'll be carrying more food and a bear can, but I have to carry a lot less water, so should even out. And then towards the last, 1-2 days, pack should feel pretty light. Lots of Joshua trees. I was hallucinating in the middle of the night that these were people. They kind of look like people in all sorts of weird little poses, right? They're such weird plants. I'm in the Mojave desert right now. It's really hot, eh? The sun is like 1 billion degrees. My fucking skin is frying off. It's pretty hot today. There's a side trail you can take. Climb to the top of that mountain. Fuck that. Here's the 1,000-kilometer mark for all the non-American viewers. So, getting pretty low on food because I thought this section was going to be 70 miles and it ended up being like 92 miles. So, added an entire extra day. I'm going to blame Heaps, because she's hiked this 3 times, and I think I asked her and she said, oh, it's about 70 miles. So I'm gonna take 0 responsibility, because I didn't actually check. And blame Heaps. Actually worked out really well, because I always tend to carry too much food. So I'm gonna be able to go into town pretty much eating all of my food, which is pretty ideal. That way you're not carrying extra food weight. I do like a little bit extra food just for, margin for safety, because you never know what might keep you out here for an extra half day or a day. But yeah, works out pretty well. It is just a barren wasteland. Actually, that's not true at all. There's so much life out here. I think what I meant to say is it's hot as fuck and there's no shade. There's a fighter jet up there doing maneuvers. I don't know if it shows up. Where is it? Look, this is where I came from. Let's try that again. This is where I came from. That way, down, all the way up here. It always seems like it's way too far. but I guess it's not.
I did take my earrings out because I think the metal's too cheap. My
Damn, I wish I would have known there's a thrift store in there. In Tehachapi. I would have been all over that shit.
That's so fun.
So much sand. So some brilliant person decided to put air vents right at the bottom of the shoe. So in the sand, it just gets right in there. So I would not recommend ultra temps for desert dirty trails. Look at how much, can you see it? There we go. How much is in there? Seriously, whoever at Ultra decided it'd be a good idea to put a bunch of holes right at the bottom of trail running shoes, they don't need to have a job anymore. All right, 60 cent. What do you have going on in that bag?
All right, so we got some ramen, some breakfast essentials, the chocolate kind, some chocolate almond butter, some potato chips, some Skittles, and then some, what was they, Textured vegetables. So I'm gonna add some more water. I'm gonna shake this up. I'm gonna give it a taste. Put it all together, too. So that's what we got on the spoon here. I don't want to take another bite. That was actually
Well, you can't let those calories go to waste. You need it.
Can't let them go to waste. Oh, it's not that bad.
You just don't throw up on my camera. Oh my god. That's a really cool shot though. He's like throwing up into the sun. What did you weigh in at?
Huh?
How much did you weigh?
210.
What? There's no way you're 210.
Yeah, I have a lot of weight to lose. I'm at 99.
There is no way you're 210. Have you weighed yourself yet?
I did. I weighed 163, so I got 64 pounds to lose.
What the hell is wrong with this scale?
But it works fine.
184. So the camera is 4, so I'm 180. So I'm down 27 pounds. 27 pounds in 3.5 months. Last climb of the day. It's about 1,500 feet and 3 miles. Going all the way up to the top of this thing. Here, I'll show you. Up here to the top. Yeah. And then past that, it's pretty flat. All the way to Walker Pass. Going to town there tomorrow. So from here, it's 20 miles to the pass. Thinking I'd do at least 10 tonight because it's there's no more water. So I'm carrying 4 liters. Should probably actually be carrying 5, but you know, be hiking tonight and tomorrow morning, so it won't be too hot. But still have to ration a little bit. But drink a bunch down there, so I think it'll be all right. Worst case, drink some pee, good to go. Yeah, ready to get to town, get some real food. Gorgeous. Get those layers. I don't think there's been one bad sunset on the PCT yet. So many incredible views. There's, yeah, right there. It's gotta be Toe and Pyro coming up.
Well,